Hey everyone, I'm going to be presenting on professional learning communities and how and why you should implement them at your schools. So what is a PLC? It's based on three core principles. One, ensuring that students can learn, and one way to do this with your PLC is to ask three questions. What do we want each student to learn? How will we know when each student has learned it? And how will we respond when a student experiences difficulty in learning? Second is to build that culture of collaboration, which is super important to refine both our skills as a collaborator and to build that culture because we truly are better together. More minds are better than one. And this also helps with school improvement and removing barriers to success. The third core principle is a focus on results. Every teacher team participates in an ongoing process of identifying the current level of student achievement, establishing a goal to improve that, working together to achieve that goal, and providing periodic evidence of progress. Who should participate in a PLC? Ideally, this is about 4 to 10 participants, and they have shared students or shared common goals and interests. So this connects directly to the action research process where you select a focus, research and clarify theories that already exist, identify your specific research question, collect data, analyze the data, report results, take informed action, and then continually repeat that process. So PLCs are an opportunity for teachers to collaborate. This increases teacher input in the school, which in turn leads to more agency and ownership in schools and a more distributed leadership model. More buy-in from teachers is always a good thing, and more input from teachers is really important to school success. This also leads to targeted improvement of learning for students using research-based strategies and common strategies among teachers and classrooms. So when I led my PLC, these are the tips and tricks I came up with to be successful. One, to send calendar invites so that teachers have the time carved out of their day and they know when to expect it, what the agenda is. That agenda can also be included in the calendar invite, and after the first meeting, that can be something that's collaboratively created so that there's value add in each of those meetings for every teacher. I also like to start the meetings with a super quick check-in or grounding activity. This might be a word to 3 words to describe how you're feeling that day, or summarizing what we did in the last meeting, something to bring everyone into the space, help them be fully present. And then in the first meeting, establishing group norms. What are expectations for collaboration? Giving everyone a chance right at the beginning to give their input about what's important to them can help that PLC be successful for however long that it lasts. And then those group norms can be posted visually somewhere so that they can consistently be referenced. So some examples of group norms. In my PLC, we decided we would practice the 7 norms of collaboration: pausing, paraphrasing, posing questions, putting ideas on the table, providing data, paying attention to self and others, and presuming positive intentions. That is a lot in and of itself, constantly practicing those. We also had some short ones to summarize: follow through on what you say you're going to do, show up both mentally and physically, and ask for what you need, especially if things are getting too overwhelming or we just need time, or we need to take the PLC in a different direction. It's really important to be honest about those things. So we want to make sure everyone contributes. We can identify commonalities and patterns in our priorities, narrow down a list, and keep those norms posted during the meetings. And this helps make the most of time for everyone. So the example of the PLC I led was for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade STEM teachers. That was a total of 6 participants, 2 from each grade level. And our goal was to establish a learning continuum with resources for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math and science. So this is an example of something we developed. This was kind of our overarching framework, and then we developed the details below. So the goal was that a new teacher could come in and look at this and have all the resources they need, but that we could also see through 6th, 7th, and 8th grade how our curriculum builds. So here are some of those more detailed checklists of what each unit involves for both math and for science. And that is it. Here are some of the references that I cited throughout my presentation, and thank you for listening.